for going to New Zealand also. How do you compare New Zealand with respect to Australia?
Actually, in Australia, the education system is completely different compared to Australia. Whereas in Australia, there are diplomas, but most of the students go for masters or else bachelors. Whereas in New Zealand, the student has a step-by-step way of going for masters. Like they have level 5 to level 10 programs. Like level 5 was for diploma for intermediate students. The student can directly go for a diploma level 5. After that, advanced diploma, graduate diploma, PG diploma, and after that masters. So if a student looking for a country with a very lesser fee, like when we take like Australia or USA, it comes around some 12 to even 20 lakhs also. So if a student want to go with a very lesser fee, and if the student want to settle down there without second thought, like then the student has to prefer for New Zealand. It is a short term course, 1 year course, and the course has different courses like management, IT or else hospitality, pharmacy. They have different choice of courses. After completion of this 1 year course, they'll have 1 year work permit. In this 1 year work permit, if a student gets a job that is relevant to his education, then he can apply even for PR also, permanent residency. So there is an option of getting the permanent residency in the second or third year itself, where it is impossible in compared to UK, this kind of countries. So even the New Zealand has a part-time 20 hours part-time work permit. It is a very small and beautiful country. At the same time, getting visa is also a little bit easy compared to remaining countries. And most of the countries like Australia or else UK, Canada, we have to pay 50% of the fees or 1 year tuition fees in advance. After paying the fees only, the student can file for the visa. Whereas for New Zealand, we have to file the visa first. If we get visa only, then only we have to pay the fees. This is a major advantage of New Zealand. Like we don't need of spending lakhs of rupees in advance without knowing whether we will get visa or not. This is the main advantage for New Zealand. It is a country for people who are looking for a very lesser fees, like 6 to 7 lakhs. After completion of there, if the student want to settle down there, then New Zealand is a very best option.
The fees is less, but how do you compare the quality of education? Can you how do you compare the quality?
Quality is almost the same. Like it was completely similar to UK education system. New Zealand was. So in Australia, there are bachelors. If nowadays in present situation, the student has to go for either bachelors or masters in Australia. But in New Zealand, there are diploma courses, not bachelors or masters. It was only 1 year diploma courses. This is completely different compared to masters or bachelors in Australia.
Coming to Europe, as you mentioned, there recently there have been some restriction in getting settled down in UK. So, I mean, post-study work, there are some limitations. Can you elaborate on that? I mean, what are the advantages and what are the limitations of studying in UK?
UK actually it is only 1 year of education, like masters or MBA. It was only for 1 year. Okay, the fees was from 6 to 8 lakhs fees, and the student can complete it very easily, and there is no need of writing IELTS, TOEFL, no need of writing any exams if the student has more than 60% in his intermediate English. So if a student has an intermediate English more than 60 with 60% average degree marks, the student can apply directly without any preliminary examinations. So but nowadays the student in this year, the student don't have this 2 years of post study work permit which we have last year. So now nowadays if a student want to go for UK, they are very limited universities, hardly 1 or 2 universities are there in UK which offer paid internship. So after completion of 1 year masters, the student can work for 1 year for paid internship, and after paid internship the student has again 6 months of time to do his project work. So totally the student get visa here only for 3 years. Whereas compared to remaining universities, the visa duration is only for 1 year or 1.5 years. So the student gets extra time, like 2 years of extra time to search for a job. If they don't give PSW also, the student is in safe hands, like he can look out for jobs for another 2 years. So if a student wants really to go to UK only, then he should select the university from this range only.
Now we hear that there are some changes in the process of Canadian visa. Can you please tell us about that?
Actually, recently, like hardly 20 days back, the rules have been changed. The major change was earlier we used to pay only 50% of the fees in advance to get a visa. But nowadays, the student who want to apply for a SPP program, they should pay total 1 year of fees in advance, and after that only he should file the visa. So there is a program called SPP program, Student Partnership Program. This is a program which is initiated by Canadian High Commission in India and Canadian colleges. So there are totally 40 to 43 colleges participating in this program. The advantages of going to this program is, one is like the visa success rate is very high compared to remaining colleges, and the proof of funds is very low. So these are the main advantages. The student will get almost visa if a student files in a SPP program. So if a student wants to file in SPP program, the student has to pay first year fees here itself in India before filing the visa. So with that receipt only, the student can file the visa. And another important change was the Canadian High Commission has introduced a GIC account, like we have to deposit some $10,000 in that account, where the student can withdraw $2,000 each after going there.
Okay.
So that is for his living expenses. So this one is optional, like whether to open a blocked account and depositing $10,000 is optional, whereas paying the 1 year full term fees is mandatory. The student should do the complete fees here itself. So that is a major change. And in SPP programs, the programs offered are diploma programs, like diploma or PG diploma. Diploma is for 2 years and PG diploma is only for 1 year. If the student goes for PG diploma for 1 year, the student gets